Hey guys, welcome back to a very special edition of The Rundown where we're going to talk all things nutrition ahead of Melbourne Marathon. Now, nutrition is the biggest sticking point for most runners, from the elite guys all the way down to first timers, but it definitely doesn't have to be that way. I'm going to cover some tips and tricks from the brands that we stock in store to hopefully help you out come race day. First things first, do I actually need gels and do they actually work? Short answer, yes. Long answer, when you're doing a race like a marathon that's going to take a bit of time, your body's main sources of energy are going to be fat and carbs. Fat's really hard to break down, so your body turns to carbs as the fastest available energy source. Hopefully that's going to prevent you from bonking, that awful I'm running out of energy feeling. Been there, done that, not fun. Now, race morning and in the days prior to the race, your biggest goal is going to be to stock up on carbs, which is where drink mixes and gels are going to be your best friend. Precision 30s have 30 grams of carbs and Morton Gel 100s are going to have 25 grams of carbs and are the perfect pre-race top up. Now, if you're not a fan of gels, because let's face it, not all of us are, race morning does funny things to your stomach. Morton is also going to have 2 drink mix options in their 160 and 320 with 40 and 80 grams of carbs respectively. Consuming these in the hours prior to the race is going to have the biggest benefit when you're out on course. Now, keeping fueled is one thing, keeping hydrated is another. Lucky we have Precision Hydration here to help us out with that. Staying hydrated means your blood volume is going to be high, which is going to help your cardiovascular system function properly. It's also going to allow you to sweat really efficiently and help stop you overheating. Precision Hydration, they're going to have all the key electrolytes that you're going to need, but the biggest component of it is going to be sodium, which is reflected in the number on the front of the packets in milligrams. These ones are all relatively flavorless. They taste pretty much like a lemonade icy pole that's been really watered down, so they're very palatable. They sit really well in your gut. And consuming this in the days and hours prior to your race, you're really going to feel it out on course. Now, during the race, the biggest thing is going to be consuming enough carbs to help get you over the finish line feeling as good as you can after running 42.2k, but not consuming so much that you end up on a Portaloo on Beach Road. So Morton and Precision both use a double carb mix. They're going to have fructose and glucose. Fructose is slower acting, glucose is faster acting. Now, Morton specifically is going to use their proprietary hydrogel technology, which reacts with the pH in your gut to wrap those sugars up and move it off into your small intestine, which is going to reduce the risk of a gut upset. Morton recommends 1 Gel 100 approximately every 6 kilometers over the course of a marathon. Precision is also very similar. They're going to have 30 grams of carbs per serve, so slightly more than a Morton. The biggest differences here are going to be texture. Morton is a really thick gel. Precision is quite a smooth consistency, which some people find quite easy to get down while they're running. As well as this, Precision is going to lack that hydrogel technology, but they're both going to work just as efficiently as the other. Precision's recommendations are 1 gel every 15 to 30 minutes, or as a general rule of thumb, every 6K. Both of these brands are going to come with caffeine options. Caffeine reduces your perceived exertion and increases your alertness, which some people find really beneficial when they're out on course. For other people, it's just going to upset your gut, so make sure you test your CAF gels out in training before the race. Post-race, firstly, pat yourself on the back, you just completed a marathon. That's pretty epic. Secondly, refuel and rehydrate. Precision is once again going to be your best friend here, so keep sipping on those hydration mixes in the hours and days post-race. Refuel on whatever floats your boat, just get the energy back in. Now, before we leave you all to get your nutrition strategies down pat, the most important thing here is that this is not a one-size-fits-all approach. You need to test out in training everything that you can. Make sure you take what you've been training with out on course, train your gut as much as your legs, and you're going to have an absolutely cracking day. As always, head in store to stock up on nutrition and hydration, and feel free to have a chat to the team. We all do something a little different, and we're always more than happy to share tips and tricks to help you out come race day. As always, enjoy, have fun, and good luck from everybody here at UTA.